John Beltran, Bull Brahm, back here from Sunset Baseball Field in Brush. And the Bean Diggers lead the Lions 6-0 as we go to the 6th inning. We are live on KSLR.com. If you're listening in and know of somebody in the Morgan County area who normally listens on 1010, as we are fighting an issue with power from our transmitter. We are not on 1010 right now. We're addressing that problem as we speak, but we're live on KSLR.com. Change up fouled up the third base side. Grayson Gibson only with his second plate appearance, and we're in the 6th inning. He grounded to third to lead off the third. Ryan Hirschfeld has been outstanding. The Bean Digger freshman now with a 6-run cushion. The pitch swung on and grounded left side. Third baseman Tormolen's got it. Sets, throws to first, and there's one down as Gibson is retired here in the 6th inning. That'll bring up Heath Piesenmeyer, who grounded a short and popped a short. He is 0 for 2.
You can just see the confidence in Hirschfeld the last couple innings.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't look like a freshman out there. The pitch swung on and topped the third. Tormolen's got it on the second hop. Sets, throws, and that's a perfect strike delivered to Garcia. 2 down in the 6th inning. And Fiesenmeyer is 0 for 3. Here is Zach Brody, who has singled and grounded to second. Ryan Hirschfeld is working on a 2-hitter. As Brody steps in. Wind and pitch. Fastball outside. Locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, Igmeyer Phillips Insurance offers home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. Igmeyer Phillips Insurance. Changeup is low, 2-0. For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Colorado Title, 205 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan. 2-0 pitch. Changeup is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. That could have just been a slow fastball because he really short-armed it a little bit, but aimed it perfectly down the middle. 2-1 pitch. Curveball is lined foul up the left field side. It's 2-2.
Those ones sting a little bit on days like that.
A lot.
Just above the thumbs. I don't care how much padding you've got on those gloves.
You're right. 2-2 to Zach Brody. The wind, the pitch, and low and in. In fact, he jumped over the baseball. 3-2. I don't know how that ball didn't hit him.
I was just thinking the same thing.
3-2 to the Lions catcher, the offering, and he short-armed it. It's a walk. And for Hirschfeld, it's only the third walk he's issued. He's been in control here. That'll bring up Hayden Fiesenmeyer. Let's not forget about the defensive play. Gregory Maris, the second baseman, made to end the 5th inning. He doesn't make that play. Lions would have had first and third with 1 out. Perhaps they would have broken through in that top half of the 5th inning.
It's possible.
Courtesy runner is Dugan Tomczak. Over at first base, Fiesenmeyer's popped to center and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Steps in with 2 down in the top of the 6th inning. Brush leads Lions 6-0. The pitch, and he bounces it in there, and it gets away from Blake, but only a couple of feet to his left, and he tracks it down.
Both catchers have been busy today.
Yeah, they sure have. 1 ball, no strikes. Only 4 outs to go for Hirschfeld. They'd like to get him the complete game, considering the Bean Diggers play tomorrow and Tuesday. Very short lead at first for Tomczak. In fact, it's about a step lead. The pitch swung on and popped up. The shortstop, Colby Waylard, is going to have a can of corn, and he makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. 5.5 complete. Brush 6, Lions nothing on 1010 KSLR and KSLR.com. John Beltran, Chris Bull Brahm back at Sunset Baseball Field in Brush. The Bean Diggers lead 6-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning over Lions. Daniel Soto will step in, and in fact, Bull, it was really Soto that got this thing going.
It really was.
After the strikeout of Coyote Cohen, he had that 10-pitch plate appearance, and he walked, and it just dominoed from there because after that, the next 5 Beat Diggers reached, and ultimately we have a 6-0 lead. And here's the pitch. Swung on and grounded sharply on the left side. Fiesenmeyer gets to it. Long throw to first is low, and it skips by the other Fiesenmeyer, but backed up beautifully by Brody. But that's going to be an infield hit. It was a long throw. The Beat Diggers have their 8th hit of the game.
What was really impressive about that at bat earlier is he was down in the count. He was behind 1-2, and he was able to battle back and get the walk. That time he wasn't waiting around. He was hacking at the first pitch.
Here's Gregory Maris. The Beat Diggers with 6 runs in the 5th inning have this 6-0 lead. The pitch. The curveball is lifted into right center field. A long run, but getting there and making the catch is Fisher. Retreating to first is Daniel Soto. 1 down, and the ball hung up for the Lyons center fielder. But hit well by Maris. That'll bring up Trevor Blake.
Starting to see the adjustments that the Beat Digger hitters have made.
Yep, very well. Blake is singled, struck out, and was hit by a pitch in the 6-run 5th inning. The stretch and the offering. Curveball, swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. In fact, 6 strikeouts over the first 3 innings by Keene, but only 1 over the last 2 1/3 inning. So that is making adjustments. And the offering. The curveball is lifted into left field. Alex Scanlon comes in a few steps, is under it, makes the one-handed catch. Long throw back to first, but Soto's back in. Boy, he displayed a strong arm. And there's 2 down. And here's Christian Baez, who is singled, grounded to the mound, and then his 2-run single gave the Beat Diggers their first runs of the game right back through the box in the 5th. Keene stretches. And the offering. Curveball is fouled off to the right. Bull, this game proves that it just takes 1 inning to win a game offensively.
Sometimes that is all it takes.
Sometimes only 1 at bat. Beat Diggers needed a few at bats. They didn't hit 1 out of the yard, but they pieced them together. 0-1. And that ball's in the dirt on the curveball. It's 1-1.
Well, the way this game was going earlier, it looked like 1 run was all you were going to need.
Yeah, 6 runs. Looks like 10-0 now, or 15-0 the way Ryan Hirschfeld is pitching. And the 1-1 offering. And the fastball is upstairs. Ball 2, strike 1. To Christian Baez. 2-1. And the pitch. Swung on in line to right field. Dick comes on. He dives and makes the catch, and the inning is over. An outstanding play by the right fielder, Kyle Dick. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head to the 7th. It's Brush 6, Lions nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran, Chris Braun back from Sunset Baseball Field in Brush. We head to the 7th. Ryan Hirschfeld is working on a 2-hitter. And the Beat Diggers lead the Lions 6-0. He has thrown just 74 pitches, and Bull looks very fresh out there considering that he's not a power pitcher. So, and as you mentioned, economizing those pitches, right. He's not tired at all.
You kind of worry about relying heavily on your defense in a day like today when the wind's doing unpredictable things, but he's been able to pound the strike zone, and defense has looked extremely good.
They have not committed an error as of yet. Jesse Fisher popped to left and singled.
And in fact, one outstanding defensive play by the second baseman that probably saved a run.
Right, that we talked about last inning by Gregory Maris. So here we go. As Hirschfeld has struck out 3 and walked 3. Wind and pitch. And that fastball's inside. 1 ball and no strikes. And Coach Mark Muniz has got to love this performance. Because when you have a thin roster like they do numbers-wise, you need complete games. Swung on and grounded sharply to short. Waiter's got it on the third hop. Perfect throw to first, and there's one down in the 7th. And Fisher's 1 for 3. Here's Logan Watson, who has struck out and popped the third.
Boy, it sure gives the pitcher confidence when you know your defense is going to play solid behind you.
And that's what has happened. Line and pitch. Fastball is a little bit outside. 1 ball and no strikes. He's got a very calm demeanor, too. This is only pitch number 78 by Ryan Hirschfeld. And here it is. Swung on and popped up. That's going to drift into foul territory. Ken Garcia, the first baseman, gives it a look, and it's out to play. With the wind the way it's blowing, I wouldn't have been surprised that it had gone out of play and back in play.
Well, we've seen the ball do some funny things today.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The base is empty. Brush leads Lyons 6-0 in the 7th. Here's the wind and pitch, and the curveball is up and in. 2-1 to the right-handed hitting Logan Watson here in the 7th. And the 2-1 offering. Low with a changeup, 3-1. 3-1 to Watson with Kyle Dick on deck. The pitch swung on and popped up into left center field. Christian Baez, the left fielder, is in, ranges under it, and the ball is dropped out there. And actually, that's not Baez. That might be Coyote Cohen out there, and he did drop it. So the V Diggers commit the error. Check that. Baez is now in center field. He moved over. So the V Diggers have their first error of the game, and he two-handed it, but it looked like it hit off the bottom of his glove.
Looked like he was having trouble tracking the flight of that ball.
Yeah, he was. Here's Kyle Dick, who was walked and struck out the stretch. The pitch, and he bunts up the third baseline. That's perfect. He will not be thrown out. Picked up by Hirschfeld, and a high throw, and that's in the foul territory. Backed up by Soto over there, and advancing the third is going to be Watson. So that'll be a single and an error.
All right, John, that's the last time I mentioned how good the defense has been.
Well, yeah, the V Diggers have committed 2 in a row. First and third for Roland Valadez, who's grounded to the mound and walked. Well, I mean, Cohen must feel bad about that fly ball. He should have easily caught that one. I know he had trouble tracking it, but it still got him right in the glove. And sometimes there's a domino effect. One error creates another. Not creates, but just leads to another. Valadez at 0 for 1. The stretch by Hirschfeld. The pitch. Swung on, hit off the end of the bat on the ground to short. The shortstop Waiter has it. Charges, throws to first offline, but Garcia applies the tag, and there's 2 down. As the runner held at third and Watson, Dick does advance to second. Good play by Garcia. If not, it would have been a third consecutive error. Here's Alex Scanlon, who grounded to second, then hit that pop-up, caught by Gregory Mares, the second baseman, in shallow left center field, I should say, that resulted in a double play. The pitch swung on and grounded foul up the third base side. It's 0-1.
You have to wonder as this game goes along if infielders are having trouble gripping the ball.
Yeah, it could be. Well, we know one thing, that even if Hirschfeld allows a run here, all the runs here will be unearned, because there are 2 down, and the runner who got the third got there via an error. He is working on a 3-hit shutout with 2 down here in the 7th. And the V Diggers looking to go over 500 for the first time this year. They are 4-4 going into this game.
Well, Hirschfeld's got an opportunity to limit the damage. Well, prevent any damage.
Exactly. 0-1. Pitch to Scanlon. And the curveball is a beauty on the inner half at the knees. It froze the right-handed hitting left fielder. It's 0-2.
That could possibly be the best curveball he's thrown all game.
I don't think possibly. I think you're absolutely right. It is the best. And the 0-2 pitch. Fastball is upstairs. He's spotting everything. 1-2 to Alex Scanlon. The runners off of second and third. Hirschfeld winding. And the offering. swung on in line down the left field line. If it stays fair, it's trouble. It is fair, headed for the corner. 1 run is in. Rounding third is Kyle Dick. He will score. And into second with a 2-out, 2-run double is Alex Scanlon. And it's now 6-2 in favor of Brush. Yeah, he got that pitch out over the plate. But again, those runs are unearned.
Tried to come up and in with that fastball, and he just left it right out over the plate. And unfortunately, yanked it down the left field line for 2 runs.
Here's Grayson Gibson, the DH. The pitch, swing, and a foul at the plate on the changeup. It's 0-1. Well, it's not a 4-hit shutout anymore, but it is. It will still keep his ERA at 0 for this game. No balls, 1 strike, and the offering, and the curveball drops in, but a little bit low, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down, 1 on, and 2 in the 7th. Excuse me. Brush leads Lyons 6-2. The pitch bounces in, blocked by Blake. 2-1. Gibson grounded to third in the 3rd and the 6th inning. 0 for 2 for the DH. 2-1. Low again. 3-1. And the tying run is going to be on deck if Gibson reaches. 3 balls and 1 strike. The stretch and the offering. Upstairs. Walked him. Walk number 4, issued by Hirschfeld. Here is Heath Biesenmeyer, who's grounded to short, popped to short, and grounded to third. He is 0 for 3. Runners at first and second, and 2 down. This could be the last batter for Hirschfeld either way. If he gets him out, the game's over. If he allows him to reach, they might pull him. The pitch, backhanded by Blake, 1-0. Inning where he's out of rhythm because of a couple of errors, including one that he committed.
Well, and he was 1 strike away from being out of it.
1 ball, no strikes. The stretch and the pitch, swung on and grounded to third, and Tormolen's got it. He'll step on the bag for the force, and the game is over. And the Brush Speed Diggers have defeated the Lyons 6-2. We'll come back in 2 minutes with a recap. This is 1010 KSLR and KSLR.com.